MMA people. All right, now look, UFC 278. It's all wrapped up, and we got a lot to talk about. But we're gonna summarize it a little bit. So, the main card starts. We're 2 fights in. Now we get to Jose Aldo and Morale. That fight ends. People are like, from what I'm hearing, a lot of people are seeing on the social media networks, oh, this fight card is terrible. It wasn't worth the money. I'm hearing stuff like that. So Luke Rockhold and Paulo Costa kick off after their fight is over, which was a war, by the way. Very good fight. Um, After their fight, the sentiment was, it hadn't changed all the way around, but they lightened up a little bit. People were pretty much just ready to get the card over with so they could talk more shit about it. Fight starts. People are talking shit, talking amps back up. All right. Uh, People counting Leon out. Leon lands the head kick. Fight over. Okay. Now, all the people that were talking all that shit about the card. Woo! Oh, I take back everything I was saying. This is a great card. It was worth it. That's the great thing about this sport. Just in a moment's, less than a second, the whole card can change. Okay? Now, me personally, I had Leon winning that fight. Also, I'm very happy for Leon. I wanted him to do the, yo, Adrian, we did it. Okay, I wanted him to do that, but he didn't do it. I'm not happy Kamaru lost, but I'm glad Leon won. And what I mean is, I also was not happy with Kamaru's pre-fight antics. And I did see that Kamaru, if you look back in his interviews when being asked about Leon, he showed Leon a tremendous amount of respect leading up to this fight. Okay? It wasn't until certain buttons were kind of pushed where Kamaru started to try this cocky persona, talking about I like silk shirts. I mean, those cotton shirts, they shrink up on you. I mean, hey, I've always wanted silk shirts, fly private. That's good. That's fine. I mean, good for you, brother. We're glad you made it to that point. But nobody watching Kamaru's interview probably has on a silk shirt. Not very many viewers are wearing silk shirts. Who cares about a silk shirt in this audience? You know, like, who cares about what kind of car you drive? You guys are about to go fight. Now, you talking about this kind of car and this kind of car. Meanwhile, people are saying that the UFC fighters are underpaid. So, I don't know why you spending your money on silk shirts, and I don't care. But the thing is, you have a problem in front of you named Leon Edwards. Okay? A problem way bigger than silk shirts. Way bigger than any kind of car anyone drives. Okay? And when I seen Kamaru was talking about that, I said, whoa, his mind may be in the wrong places. Leon said, oh, he's getting Hollywood and this and that, which I get, and I definitely get that. It is what it is. It's what comes with being the champion. Part of that fame, that recognition, that notoriety, a lot of that is things that you have no control over. But the things that you do, and I hadn't even noticed it until he started talking about, oh, I got nice things, and that's when he completely lost me. I didn't know why he was going that route or how we even got to that point or that topic. when we were talking about these two gentlemen fighting in the first place, and he's talking about, oh, I got silk shirts, and it's all right. But now here we are, and Leon Edwards again, Rocky. That was a textbook Rocky story. He said what I'm saying, and I'm saying what he's saying. He won fair and square, and that was not even his cleanest performance by any stretch of the imagination. That was what he called his worst performance. He won, and that was very much so a very dangerous, dedicated Kamaru, a committed Kamaru. That Kamaru was focused. He was on point. He was sticking to his game plan. He was affecting his game plan. He was strategic. He was present. That was the best version of Kamaru that we've seen. And the worst version of Leon beat the best version of Kamaru. Now, I was wrong when I said this about Juliana, that she looked sloppy in the first fight, so that in the second fight, I thought she had a chance to clean up a lot of things and dominate even more in fight number 2. Okay, but I'm saying this now about Leon. In fight number 2, I think he has a very good chance to get Kamaru out of there earlier, because now he's coming in there with way more confidence. He knows he can knock this man out. He's already knocked this man out, and Kamaru is going to be different. That's what I want to know. Also, I want to see where Kamaru's changes come now mentally. We've seen it with the Luke Rockholds, who I don't want to hear he doesn't have a chin, that bullshit anymore about Luke Rockhold's chin. Luke Rockhold just went rounds with Paulo Costa, one of the best knockout artists in middleweight UFC history. Okay, Paulo Costa can hit, and if you can sit rounds in there with Paulo, you got a chin. Okay, so but sometimes it takes that time to recover. Now, mentally also, it's not even just coming down to the chin. It's about mentally, can you absorb that shot now, knowing that it puts you down before? Or with looking at Francis Ngannou when he fought Derek Lewis after being knocked out by Stipe, after that fight with Stipe, when he got in there with Lewis, he said he was gun-shy. When you get knocked out, you come in that next time gun-shy, especially going against this person that knocked you out. It's very, very common, So I'm and this was a clean. This was not a regular knockout. This like even when John Jones knocked out DC was still, he got up, he was moving around a little. I mean, he was knocked out, but he still knew he was in a fight. Kamaru, I'm not sure he knew where he was. This was a devastating knockout, as all knockouts are, but this was up there with the most devastating of all of any knockout. Okay, so this will be a very, very, very good test for Kamaru, and it's very interesting what Leon was saying to me, that no man is meant to hold the belt that long. That is a very interesting statement. No man is meant to hold the belt that long. And so I guess we got to go back, look at Habib. We got to look at John Jones. We got to look at Anderson. We got to really put some respect on these guys and what they were able to do. Kamaru Usman was one fight away from Anderson Silva's record. And it seems like he's been on a win streak for the longest of time, and he still hasn't beat Anderson Silva's record. This record may never be broken. We have to really go back and show some appreciation to the guys who set the bar so high, and respect these guys who get close, But let's see where Kamaru goes from this point moving forward. And let's see who Leon's next opponent is going to be. I like the rematch a lot. I personally also would like to see him versus Kobe in England. Leon versus Kobe in England. Whew, I think that's a barn burner. I think that's a great fight. I think it's going to sell. I think it's the build up would be so fun. Just watching that. Give Kamaru. I'm still saying give him his rematch, but give him some time to recover. Okay, MMA House on MMA Block. We in the middle of MMA videos, and yes, we keep it real.